What's up guys, Tim Bowman here, leader of the Tim Bowman team in Cincinnati, Ohio with Key Realty. Today we're talking about social media, and whether you love it or you hate it, it's a necessary evil for your real estate business to close more deals, make more money for yourself and your family in 2022. If you're a user of social media, go ahead and fast forward this video. We're gonna get to some best practices and what's good about each platform and how to use them. If you're not a user of social media, listen up. Let me explain to you why it's so important. Everybody in real estate should have heard by now prospecting versus marketing. Really simply, prospecting is when you reach out to your clients or your potential clients. Marketing is when you put something shiny out there and you try to attract them to reach out to you. Today we're talking about marketing. Social media is just that. It's social media marketing. There are many different ways you can go about it, but it's very important that you do something. I know that success is not a place that you can find when you're in your comfort zone. So today we're getting out of our comfort zone and we're going to use social media. Video, pictures, text, opinions, all of that stuff on there. You can use it for your marketing, because when you're marketing, it's not about how many people you can get in front of, it's about how many people you can get in front of consistently. And keep in mind, when you're marketing, top of mind awareness is always the most important thing. So we want to consistently stay top of mind for our friends, family, past clients, and anybody that would refer business to us. So now that you've understood why it's so important, let's jump into some of the things that are good about each platform. Facebook is a great platform for local referral-based business. Facebook has been around since 2009. If you use it right, it can be a fantastic resource. I get at least 85% of my referrals from just my Facebook following alone. Now you have other platforms, and we'll get into them. The Instagram came along, and Snapchat, and YouTube has really evolved over time. We're gonna get into those, but right now let's focus on Facebook and how that can be really your bread and butter if you just want to pick one. At least utilize that to its capabilities. So right now, if you're not using social media, you're probably the type of person who, at least if you're not using Facebook to its fullest, you're probably the type of person who has under 500 friends on there, and you don't even realize that you could have 5,000 friends on Facebook for free that could be viewing your content on a regular basis that you could be marketing to, again, for free. So yes, when you're advertising, all the laws in your state are going to apply, but we're not getting into that. We're talking about how to use the platform. So on your Facebook account, local friends and mutual friends of friends. If you don't have 5,000 Facebook friends, then you need to get on the add a friend. It's part of people you may know. And I highly recommend that you just go into that section, look for the ones that you have a lot of mutual friends with, and send them a friend request. We're not here to necessarily grow a relationship with these people. We're here just to get them into your, what I like to refer to as your web. Once they're your friend on Facebook and they're following you, you're gonna show up in their newsfeed. And every great once in a while, they're gonna see your content that you're gonna post, your videos and your information about the market and anything that you feel comfortable sharing on there. You're gonna be in front of them consistently, just like what marketing is designed to do, right? Now, Facebook has some other features like stories that can also be linked to your Instagram stories. You know that those delete every 24 hours, so if you are into that, you can totally keep your stories up to date. Use those stories when you're showing houses, when you, any evidence of success that you have in your business needs to go on your story. Take a story when, like I said, if you're having trouble with the lockbox, get on there and get a little video, you know, it's just a little tips and tricks, just something to keep the story alive. So that's Facebook, right? Make sure that you use that to its maximum capacity with the 5,000 friend limit that you can have. Again, it's free marketing, so there's no reason why you shouldn't be using that one. Most people are on it, and what I love about Facebook is that the age range for Facebook statistically was people who were 25 to 40 years old, and their average time spent on a post was 1 to 3 minutes. That's fantastic consumer rating for people in that age range that would be fantastic buyers that generally have established credit scores and careers and family lives and things that, you know, those are your prime home buying clients, right? Who are also going to stay on your post for longer than the short attention span that you find on the other posts and platforms. So let's dive right into the next one and talk about Instagram. Instagram is a fantastic platform as well to reaching the masses of people. Some of the downside to Instagram though is that you can get followers without having to request that they follow you. So people from all areas that are not local to you could be following you, that sometimes, and most of the time, they're looking because they're entertained, they're looking because they're being educated, or they're just simply interested in what you're posting, but they might not be in your local market. So you might have a high amount of followers on Instagram, but think of Instagram as a non-localized market, whereas Facebook could be really kind of hyper-targeted. And with Instagram, you might get a lot of engagement, but that may not convert to as many sales and closings as you might like them to. Now, of course, they could always know someone in the area, but again, these are people that could potentially be farther away and never actually convert over into a closing for you. So on Instagram, they have stories as well. Meta, which is what Facebook is now called, and including with Instagram, they've now meshed together. Meta actually has the stories from your Facebook and your Instagram that can be blended together, so you can shoot it on one and share it to both platforms, and that just makes the workload a lot easier. So yes, it's repetitive. Don't worry so much about that. Just do whatever you can to automate your social media strategy and whatever you've come up with, and just share it across the platforms. It's all about having the action and not being perfect. So I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. It's not about being perfect with what you post, it's about just posting. So it's more important to have something out there than it is to be perfect on what you do put out there. So that's Instagram as a whole. Again, Messenger is now blended with Facebook and Instagram. So anytime you get a message in Messenger through Meta, it's gonna bring all those conversations together, and you can have those conversations on both platforms, so no worries there. And again, that's why we love to cross-post from Instagram and Facebook. So Instagram is great. Not so much for localized targeting, but definitely good for people who are Instagram users. There are people who prefer one platform over the other, and you need to give them what they want, and like we have always learned in sales, meet the people where they are. So if they're on Instagram, you need to be on Instagram. If they're on Facebook, you need to be on Facebook. And it's definitely nice that you can post one story and share it across both of those platforms and be able to just cross-post like that. So you can meet them where they are, right? So now let's jump into TikTok, the beloved TikTok, right? TikTok has absolutely changed social media forever, because TikTok has come out with this scroll, short attention span, under 60 seconds at most, a lot of times 15 seconds, 30-second videos. If they don't like what they're seeing in the first 5 seconds, most people are just gonna scroll to the next thing, and it's just such about instant gratification. So if you're gonna use a social media strategy, this is kind of a blended platform for Facebook, Instagram, stories, reels, YouTube shorts, all that stuff put together in a just newsfeed way of just scrolling. And man, I get sucked into some TikTok. Like, it is funny, the stuff that people post on there. Like, I'll lay in bed and crack up watching what other people do. But again, it's about meeting people with where they are. So TikTok's a wonderful platform. They have their own algorithms. Unfortunately, they don't cross-post as easily as the Instagram and Facebook do. But on TikTok, if people are there, you gotta be there too. So here's the cool part. YouTube has something similar to TikTok called Shorts. Instagram has something called Reels. So if you're making content, ideally in that TikTok format, you can cross-post the content over to your YouTube, over to your Facebook Shorts, or I'm sorry, through your Reels on Instagram. And there is a section on Facebook that has that same style of short videos. Being catchy, grabbing attention, putting something shiny out there, making people want to follow you. And again, it's not about them seeing you once. It's about them seeing you consistently over and over and over, and top of mind awareness, so that when they are ready to do business, or they know somebody that's ready to do business, you're the first person that pops in their head. So just because you had a viral video on one of these platforms doesn't necessarily mean that 70,000 people saw you one time is gonna translate into a lot of money. It's about the 5,000 or the 500 or the 5 people in your local market that see you 500 times. It's not always about the 70,000 or the 1 million views that you got on that one TikTok or that one Facebook post that you made. So I would highly recommend, as an agent, if you're putting a lot of your value into your content about whether you get likes or views and those sort of things, don't equate your self-worth to how many views and how much engagement you get. Just simply look at it as a business decision and adjust your strategy. If what you're posting is not reaching a lot of people, especially consistently, then maybe you need to adjust your strategy. Try something different. But don't freak out if you don't go viral on social media because you did an awesome dance, right? just know that people like to use different platforms and you need to meet them where they are. So after that, let's jump right into LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a fantastic platform because you have a lot what is considered more professional, business-oriented content on there. A lot of professionals are using that platform. And truthfully, their organic reach on LinkedIn is so fantastic because there's a lot of users still, but there's not that many creators. And if you're a person posting and creating content on LinkedIn, your reach is gonna be extraordinary right now because there are people that are gonna see it organically without you having to put money at it, right? So again, make the content, post it on whatever platform you prefer to use for yourself, but cross-post it as best you can across all the others. LinkedIn's fantastic for their organic reach. And if a lot of people didn't know this, in my experience, in companies, when the IT department wants to block certain websites from being able to be accessible to their employees, such as Facebook and Instagrams, when those employees couldn't get on there, LinkedIn was usually the one that they could get on. So that was a great way to still reach the people during the business day that, again, have a career, have 9-to-5s, they have income, and they could potentially get pre-approvals to buy houses. So what a great platform for you to be on, reaching a lot of people organically for free that have good careers, credit scores, and income to be able to buy houses. So let's jump into YouTube real quick. So like you're watching this video most likely on YouTube right now. YouTube has come a long way. YouTube is fantastic for being able to reach people for educational purposes. I'm sure at one point, if not right now as proof, you've reached out to YouTube and watched a video on how to do something. So thank you for watching our video. YouTube has, a lot of people looked at it like they were a video social media platform, but actually YouTube is a search platform. YouTube and Google are much more alike than YouTube and Facebook ever will be, because when you want to know something or when you want to look up something, you're usually going to go to one of two places. Right here on YouTube, how to do social media in 2022, or Google, how to do social media in 2022, which will ultimately probably take you to a Facebook or a YouTube video, right? So now you're on YouTube watching it. Don't you think that your clients are gonna be on YouTube watching videos as well? So you need to be on YouTube so your clients can be, again, top of mind awareness. They're gonna see you on YouTube. Now you're a famous celebrity because they know you're on YouTube. A bunch of people have seen you, and all this is gonna transpire to make you look more professional, reinforce your brand, and of course, translate to more money so that you can provide better for yourself and your family and have more time with the family, right? It's gonna get you all that you want out of this. If you just get over your fears of social media, post content, post videos, it's gonna translate into your goals being achieved. So YouTube is great for videos. When you first start out, you most likely aren't gonna have as many views. Again, it's not about how many people see you, it's about how many people see you consistently. So there are other things you can do. We mentioned TikTok videos. YouTube has shorts. You take your YouTube or your TikTok content, post it over to your YouTube channel on the shorts. People are probably gonna find those videos on YouTube and then just hit follow because you're funny on your YouTube shorts, but then realize that when they're scrolling their feed and their YouTube, your videos, like the one we're making now that are a little bit longer videos, are gonna be showing up in their feed. So YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, that's social media as a whole. You should certainly be on every platform because you've got to find your buyers with where they are. I'm sure that you have your favorite social media you like to use, but that doesn't mean that everyone's on your favorite platform. Just because you're a Facebooker doesn't mean everybody's a Facebooker. So you need to be posting content on the other platforms as well. And with that being said, don't give up. Don't just post one video and think, okay, where's the results? You're not going to the gym one time, coming home looking in the mirror to see the results, right? You gotta be consistent. So stay consistent. Don't put your self-worth in the engagement or the likes or the views and who follows, and get rid of all that. Your self-worth is inside of you, your self-confidence. So post your videos, and if you're having a hard time with being critical on yourself on camera, then do what we love to do here at the Tim Bowman team. You get 2 takes. That's the rule. If you mess up the first one, you get to start over 1 time. If you shoot the second one and you don't love it, you stutter, or something doesn't go well, too late, too bad, so sad. Sorry, you're posting the video. So if you're having a hard time with your self-confidence, 2 takes. Those are your options. And then post it. Because people don't like too polished of a video, something that's fake with filters and all that stuff. Just be you. Just be real. You're never gonna sell every client. You're never gonna make everybody happy. And to be honest, a lot of people have already jumped off this video because they don't like the way I sound. And that's okay. But there are a lot of people who are still watching. I love you, I appreciate you. And just remember, there are people who are gonna still watch you too. So Good luck to you out there. If you need anything, reach out to us on whatever platform you're watching this on. DM us, PM us, YouTube, comments, whatever it is. Like, subscribe, share, all that crap, or don't. It's up to you. It's not going to change the way I feel about myself. Go out, sell some houses, crush your real estate career, make a lot of money, change your family's life, and then set yourself free. Have a great week. See ya.